And this is, this is one of the worst cases of abuse, starvation, and malnutrition that I've seen.
How could someone do this to a pet? Genesee County Sheriff Robert Bacall wants to know. He says this is a cruel and unusual case. He says these two dogs were recently dropped off to the Humane Society, starving and malnourished.
And then when you see their bodies and their rib cages and the rest of their body, you can see that, it was just a horrible, horrible situation in there.
When police began investigating, they discovered the dogs were kept in the basement of a home here on Alpha Way in Flint. The sheriff says the dogs were covered in urine, feces, and trash. The sheriff says the owner was a struggling drug addict and the dogs would go weeks without food.
And every once in a while, Martell Dykes would throw down a piece of pizza and they'd kind of scramble for the pizza, but it was maybe once every 2 weeks or so that they would be fed.
Bacall says there was a third dog that had died in the home. The surviving two dogs then began eating the deceased animal as their only source of nourishment. One of the two dogs rescued had to be euthanized. Bacall says the third dog has a long road to recovery.
The dog will stay at the Humane Society, and I'm sure once they get the dog healthy and getting it up to its weight, it'll probably be adopted out.
Bacall says Jennifer Coos and Martell Dykes have each been charged with 1 count of animal killing and torture, a 4-year felony. Reporting in Flint, Rachel McCrary, WNEM TV5.
Just heartbreaking. Again, both people have been charged with 1 count of killing or torturing an animal, punishable by up to 4 years in prison. Now stay with TV5 News for continuing coverage.